Bitcoin conference is happening right now, and we are seeing glimpses of Bitcoin DeFi happening at the moment. I'm going to go through the details of how this is possible, the teams that are building on Bitcoin and Cardano to make this all possible. We're going to go through the details. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, I'm Peter Bury. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe on your way in. I talk all things Bitcoin and Cardano. I've got a lot to cover here, but check this out, guys. This is what's happening at the moment. This is the IOG. This is the input output, the company that created the Cardano blockchain, but they have now integrated in a ways that Bitcoin users can unlock the value there and start participating in DeFi directly from the Bitcoin ecosystem. So this is a way that Bitcoin users that are just holding it could possibly stake or do swaps or whatever it is. They can now easily participate in DeFi because of these extra layers that the Cardano ecosystem now have. Now, this has been going on for a little while, and multiple different projects are working on this at the moment. But check this out. This is Sheldon Hunt here with Michael Saylor, and they had a really long conversation around all of this and what is possible. Sheldon here is part of the team that is making the Sundial Protocol. This is an L2. This is a layer 2 that sits on top of the Cardano ecosystem that can interact with Bitcoin using zero knowledge proofs. It gets quite technical. I won't go into the details, but you can check out all the details about Sundial on their website here so you can understand how it all works. But integrating this in allows you to unlock the liquidity there that's in the Bitcoin ecosystem and lets it interact with the Cardano ecosystem. There's multiple different projects that are working on it, but Sundial is definitely one of them. But at the Bitcoin conference, the input-output team ran a Bitcoin DeFi lunch and learn, and they were showcasing how this is all possible. And this is their demo video here. So let me zoom in here and play this for you. There's no audio. Well, it's actually really bad audio, but I'll go through exactly what's happening in this video here. So first off, this is Lace Wallet. This is the wallet that Input Output have created, and it is now Bitcoin enabled. So it's Bitcoin enabled and Cardano enabled. So let me just play this one here. So they're in their dApp browser and they're navigating over to the Minswap DEX, which is the biggest decentralized exchange on the Cardano ecosystem, and they will just need to now authorize this particular dApp here. And you can see in the window that this particular person is swapping 0.0029 BTC for 10,000 Min tokens. So let me just go through that and play this. So they're authorizing the dApp within the wallet, and now that's authorized. So now they can click on the trade, confirm the transaction. They normally would have to type in a confirmation password. There it is. And that's all done. So that is how easy it will be for Bitcoin users to enter into the Cardano ecosystem simply by interacting with the Lace wallet. So really, really cool stuff. Now, Bitcoin users mostly are simply holders. They're looking for a price appreciation over time. But now having these extra opportunities to actually trade ordinals, runes, and other things like that, the players that are out there looking for additional gains, they can do so. And this opens up a whole bunch of DeFi opportunities and liquidity for Bitcoin holders and also the Cardano ecosystem. So really exciting stuff. Now, this is all made possible because the two ecosystems are very similar in how they are built. This is a demonstration here from the TXPipe team of the code from either side. They're building a toolkit here that allows you to develop on Cardano and Bitcoin. And if you have a look at the code here, you don't need to understand it, but it's almost identical in how it's written. And this is because Bitcoin and Cardano use the same model in terms of how transactions are structured. It's called the unspent transaction output, UTXO for short. And because the two ecosystems are so similar, it allows the interoperability between them seamlessly. So it's really easy for any Cardano developer to start building on Bitcoin because it is so similar in the way that you need to think about how to actually structure and write smart contracts for the ecosystem there. Now, because Cardano developers have had years of developing smart contracts now on the Cardano ecosystem. Having these interoperability bridges over to Bitcoin allows them to now program and build smart contracts in DeFi for the Bitcoin ecosystem. So this is amazing stuff and it's really exciting. Now, the input-output team have put out a white paper about this, and how it all actually works. They call this Cardinal. It's a Bitcoin Cardano UTXO-wrapping protocol for ordinals and beyond. Now, this hasn't been officially released to everyone. Well, it might actually be, but they're gating it with an email list. So you need to sign up here. You can get to this page here at lace.io/Bitcoin. I'll put the links down below for you guys so you can actually get to it. But this all here is their landing page for it. You just need to sign up for the mailing list on this page, and you'll be get the updates in regards to this brand new protocol that they're launching for the DeFi ecosystem for Bitcoin. If you haven't tried out Lace yet, you can get to it at lace.io. It's a very user-friendly wallet for the Cardano and Bitcoin ecosystem. But actually, the Bitcoin side of things was just released to beta testers such as myself, but you'll be able to access the Bitcoin side of things very soon. So a couple of people were interested in that. I did an update about that in one of my previous videos saying, hey, you can actually integrate with Bitcoin here, but they weren't able to because they weren't in the beta release of it. Anyway, I've got some video tutorials about this as well. So if you want to learn more about the Lace wallet, you can get to my courses at learncardano.io. If search for courses there, you'll be able to go to the course page and you'll be able to find the Lace wallet stuff. Now, like I said a little bit earlier, there are some other teams that are working on this interoperability layer between the two ecosystems. This team here, BitcoinOS, they've been ramping up their marketing about this because they're getting further and further down the path of launching their product here too. And this will allow any user to seamlessly use their Bitcoin over to the Cardano ecosystem. And they claim that you don't need to wrap your assets. They use zero knowledge proof to be able to interact with the Bitcoin ecosystem and prove that that Bitcoin's been locked up so you can then use it on the Cardano ecosystem. It's a little bit confusing on how that one works, and I still haven't gone to the finer details of it, and I haven't seen their white paper yet, but they did a demo of this a little while back, and it seems pretty interesting. So watch out for this team here. They're definitely doing some cool stuff with Bitcoin DeFi too. Now, there are some Cardano projects that are way ahead of the curve and have been building on both ecosystems. Fluid Tokens is one of them. It's a borrowing lending protocol using exotic assets such as NFTs, but they have really cool DeFi plays on the Cardano ecosystem, and they've been launching that all on the Bitcoin ecosystem as well. So let me just load up their website and you can actually see what it all looks like. So this is their Bitcoin side of things. Let me load up their app so you can actually see how it all looks. So here we go. So this is their multi-network platform. And for those Bitcoin holders out there, you're probably more interested in seeing exactly what their Bitcoin integration looks like. And here you can see various staking vaults for ordinals, but they also have swaps. So you can have your BTC there and swap it for meme coins such as DOG. They also have their lending protocol on here as well. They have an airdrop platform, and also a dashboard where you can manage all that stuff, connect up your BTC wallet, whatever it might be. So Fluid Tokens is definitely one team leading the charge in their DeFi ecosystem. And it just makes things so much easier when you have the depth of experience from the Cardano ecosystem and developing there, and then translating it over to the Bitcoin side of things. Now, the other teams that are working on all of this as well, we have the Tokyo guys. They've set up a booth at one of the side events at the Bitcoin conference. You can check them out if you are there as well. So they're at Inscribing Vegas, the Ordinals event, but their wallet is fully integrated with the Bitcoin and Cardano ecosystem. They're all ready to go for this brand new era of DeFi. We also have other teams that have done both. We've got Begin Wallet, which is integrated in with both the chains as well. And we also have Vespa, which has a brilliant onboarding experience. You'll be up and running with their wallet within seconds. You don't need to set up a seed phrase. You can recover it from it later on. But Vespa is another team that is doing the Bitcoin and Cardano side of things too. So they've got a lot of partnerships, including with Fluid Tokens, who have led the charge there with the Bitcoin development. So really exciting stuff, and can't wait to see what all these teams have got coming up, especially with this wrapping layer that IOG are bringing out to the ecosystem. So lots of stuff here to be excited about. If you are a Bitcoin holder, if you are a Bitcoin user, this opens up a lot of opportunities for you guys. And if you like that kind of stuff, if you want to make some bank on the Bitcoin ecosystem, make sure you hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe, notification bell. I'll keep you up to date with everything that's happening between Bitcoin, Cardano, this Bitcoin DeFi thing is ramping up and pretty excited about it. Also want to do a big shout out to all the channel members. You guys are absolutely awesome. These channel members here, these guys have been supporting me with monthly memberships, and you can be a member of the Learn Cardano podcast here. It only costs you a cup of coffee a month. Keeps my caffeine addiction going. So thank you so much, guys. Absolutely love the support, and there is plenty of new members content coming up for you guys too. All right, and with that, I'll see you all in the next video.